what I got researching about tiger nuts, and that was what I picked it up from there.
My brand is Favoloso by Nanu. It's a brand for the women who want something different and want to be able to be in a space and be presented as themselves and not just a counterfeit or like a replication. I came up with it because I wanted women, when you come in, get something that you feel is you, that is authentic, that has an African feel to it. People can also get good stuff here in Africa, then they can get it all over the world. So that people can be coming to us to get the stuff, not us going to them to get the stuff.
When I have a broken down vehicle, I fix my own cars. I know what's wrong. I know that, oh, if my car is behaving this way, I know why. If I perceive a smell, I know where the smell is coming from. I would know how to fix it. And presently what I'm doing is encouraging other women. I have a program called Heels on Wheels. What we do is that we teach women basic preventive maintenance. We let them know about their cars, what they should check in the morning before they leave the house, how often they should service their car, what they should do. So if I'm running such a program, I should be able to do the basic repairs on my own vehicle.
In Uganda now and in Africa, governments no longer are creating enough jobs. And now the opportunity in Africa is in agribusiness. And yet our education system trained us to seek white-collar jobs. So ever since I started my project after the Tony Elumelu Foundation, I've recruited young men whom I recruit and take on to my model farm and demonstration. I train them right from nursery bed preparation through the life cycle of the crop. So in 3 months, when they sell, I believe they would have got the skill and the knowledge to begin on themselves. Then I graduate them, they can begin. I can assure you, it's marvelous when you see the mindset change achieved among the youth in my region, among the youth in Uganda. It's magical.
As a foundation, we invested so much in building huge online training facility, which we use to train our entrepreneurs 12 weeks in a year. We can open this up to as many as the world is ready to support. Then at the end of the training, they are certified, and we'll give them $5,000 to support them to take off.
Why I have so much love for the foundation, because I was just coming into entrepreneurship, and the 12 weeks training exposed me to how I can really run my business. Even as me having the technical skills, I also need the entrepreneurial skills to be able to run a profitable business.
For me, the program, the most impactful was the training, which was, well, it was really tough, but it was also amazing. It has made me look at my business in a deeper level than what I used to. And now I'm able to start seeing what's important and what is wasting a lot of time, yet it's not bringing in either the money or making an impact.
What really stood out for me was the learning material and basically the 12-week program, and very, very specifically the legal aspect of the program. It's something I'd never really thought through critically in my business, and in my previous times of setting up my business, I'd exposed myself to legal risks and had lost my, I think 3 times I'd lost my businesses.
Alors, quand j'ai débuté la transformation des fruits locaux, je le faisais chez moi parce que je n'avais pas de capital financier pour me lancer réellement. Alors, la fondation Tony Elumelu m'a offert deux opportunités. D'abord, c'est la formation. Les 12 semaines de cours m'ont vraiment apporté parce que je suis économiste pur. Le business était un peu inconnu. Je voulais me lancer, mais je me suis lancée, mais ça n'allait pas bien. Avec les 12 semaines de cours, j'ai pu vraiment cerner mon business, affiner certains points. Après, il y a eu le capital de démarrage, le site capital. Ça m'a permis d'avoir un local, quelques éléments pour débuter.
On a very personal level, I would say the moral support. I mean, aside from receiving or getting anything from you guys, just that knowledge that if I did ever need to pick up a phone and talk to someone and say, I'm trying to figure out my way around this, can you advise me? like, or shoot one of you guys an email. I know that you're there. It's just those little things where you know that you have a family who have your back and who are always going to support you in what you do and who want to see you succeed.
I have seen these young Africans prosper, from some who didn't even know what to do with their lives until they got the $5,000 seed capital from Elumelu Foundation, and the mentorship and the training, to now having annual turnover in excess of $3 million. That gladdens my heart. That to me is a dream come true.
After the 12-week program, I started going to farms to carry out what I thought was now a solid business that I had developed through the Elumelu Foundation. So I went to the East. So when it was time for me to go out and do a demonstration, I took the drone, and then I activated the props. And the minute it took off, the whole scene changed. And in no time, I was circled by all these villagers. And then I explained what this thing could do for them, right? And that's when the revelation came, that what we had as a concept of even what these drones could do was so limited that the villagers knew where their issues were, where their pains were. So they started sharing this. So you mean that last year when Okoro had this problem on his farm, you mean that if this thing was out, that he could actually gather, he could have seen, you know, when the invaders came and, you know, did stuff on his farm, the other guy, so you mean that it's so, at some point I also got them to spray, right? So I turned on the sprayer on the farm. So he said, oh, so you mean that we could have used this thing instead of carrying this heavy knapsacks that the government was giving us 2 years back? So that's how it really started, where they became our ads. Right? So there was now word of mouth that they were now passing on the opportunities and the ideas both to us and their fellow village farmers as well. We have on the table today about 100,000 farmers that are waiting to see how we can deploy our systems that they can utilize. Today, Aerial Industries' focus is in manufacturing our own local drones. So we don't just provide the service, but we make our own drones and then we provide these drones for the farmers.
Alors aujourd'hui, Okuméa Gabon, c'est une équipe de 11 personnes qui travaillent au quotidien pour mettre à disposition des touristes ces packages dynamiques et personnalisables. Nous avons une valeur marchande de 23 millions de francs CFA et nous avons un impact direct social parce que 2,5% de nos bénéfices sont reversés à une association qui lutte justement contre la protection des parcs nationaux du Gabon. Aujourd'hui, Okuméa Gabon, en plus d'être une entreprise économique viable, souhaite être une entreprise responsable, capable d'aider les populations qui bénéficient de ces prestations.
I stayed in Sierra Leone because what we do was so acutely needed. For example, the role we played during the flood and landslide last year. When the disaster hit, the government and the UN and other agencies, they needed to see quickly where there were issues and where there was further risk to life. What you would usually have had done is to send people in there on foot, and this is during a time where it's rainy. There's a lot. The ground is treacherous. So our solution was timely in that we could send our drones at a far distance into the danger zone, get the information that they needed, and they'll be able to advise on how they should respond to the emergencies.
Through our work, we've been able to impact almost 6,000 women. In 2017, we set up a soap factory. We get women from that community to come in to work when we have huge orders. So we pay them daily. We did that in Lagos. So at the beginning of this year, we got a call from the Edo State government that they loved what we were doing and they wanted to replicate it in Edo State.
I have a core team made up of myself and other automotive engineers and technicians in my team. I have with me here Ufong. She's from the University of Uyo. I have Jessica from Odumegu University, and I have Bukola. Both of them are technicians, and Bukola is our customer service manager. Omolara is our admin.